on Mirage. They'll be bringing what a tactical setup here, and there's 4 flashes, 2 smokes, as you might expect. Now we are looking for an excellent T side from Complexity. Heavy favorites going into this one. And at the B attack, all 5 players towards Monster side to kick things off here. Julie's ready and waiting.
How much can one flashbang do? Hampers is ready. We've got, right, 2 sets of dualies. There come the flashbang. Oh, but right before it hits, I think Floppy just sees Brolin. It's enough for a kill. Now they're boosting up on the other side. Config hoping for a headshot here, and he's going to catch JT. Hampers running wild in the back line. That USP just doing so much damage. Hall, second Elige. They wanted the bomb plant. They're not going to be allowed. So Hampers, he will deny it with a quad kill.
That was absolutely wild. Hampers can't believe it. No one was looking at him. No one was shooting back. It was like a kid in the candy store, enjoying himself on the B bomb site here. Let's have a look at his shots. He managed to get like, what, 3 or 4 in a row. They line up for him, and then he catches the player planting as well. Final player not looking in his direction, busy with head trick, and it's a great recovery after losing
that moment.
We're focusing towards long Anders. Elige, JT, and Horzo with the bomb. Slowly but surely looking to dissect the long A area. Make their way towards bathrooms. Bit of a run boost as well to kick things off. This area actually relatively open, all things considered. This is going to leave Elige there. Happy he can work it alone. And going back into a 4-1 setup, which is very meta in today's Counter-Strike. 4-1 plays, allowing Elige to either show presence or go for huge backstabs. Keep them second-guessing. He's just tucked away in towards long. And you'll see a lot of B executes today. So
look at Brolin. He's moving up on the other side. So who's flanking who at this point? Elige might be able to, but
that's a good point.
But Brolin is in the middle of it as well.
So 2 backstabs on either side. Brolin and T spawn. Elige going through the bathrooms here as they coordinate themselves towards Monster.
They've already used
Brolin can find the bomb.
They already used the Molotovs, Henry. They can't Molotov at this position, so this is going to be a mind game. Config is here, but will you ever check for a second player in this one? Well, maybe if you jump up, you will. Floppy, that was the way to do it. 3 kills on him. Stops any chance of defending the bomb site. Brolin's in for the flank here, but he's going to get caught right away. So at least they know where he's coming from. Headtrick somehow finds a kill, and it is a 2-on-2. But Elige has been here the whole time, walking up behind, and you will never suspect it. Headtrick. He's thinking maybe someone could have walked up the other side from the bomb site itself, but not like this. He's going to shoot him right at the back of the head. Doesn't even bother with the knife at all. Brolin, he has got a kit, and if he had a smoke as well, it would have been real fun. Oh, there we go. Does land it on top, but it won't even make a difference. Elige finds him right through before it even happens, but that's such a close round.
An exciting one. Bear in mind, NIP with 3 for masses. It comes down to a 2-on-1. They did everything they could. It was the Brolin flank, which should have done a lot more. But Floppy, as you mentioned, how would he ever know those 2 were there? Or the pre-fire holds the bathrooms. They have no idea.
No, they really don't. Brolin, he's listening in. He's trying to get flashed in to take a peek around the corner down there. Look at how aggressive he's being. Brolin might just back straight up into Elige. This is going to be a bit of a coin flip to see what happens. Is he checking for it? They're back-to-back, and it's Elige who will spin around first. Brolin with a heart-stopping moment there. He really had no idea.
While Elige coming to life on Overpass, showing us how potent his flanks can be. And for now, they've got the man advantage, but walking into a 3-man stack. Good flashbang zone. Floppy should be able to get this opening frag, no problem. Delivers on the promise. 2 CTs to deal with. Desert Eagles lying in wait. It's Config. Needs multiple frags here. And unfortunately, it all collapses. This Force Fire has done nothing for NIP. They give up 2 rounds and potentially 3, as this is full eco territory. Complexity now finding some momentum. This is their pick. Starting on the T side as well. They've been commended for having some of the best-looking T sides we've seen all tournament. Didn't really get going on a Mirage. It's not really a map they played too often. I think the analysts mentioned they hadn't had a Mirage showing since the end of 2022. So to be expected, really dictating the pace, getting key territory early. And a nice little boost as well. 2 opening frags. Is that the cutest to go now? Pull the trigger. Just get in there.
Yeah, you might as well. Even if you trade from here on out, you're going to be absolutely fine. Config goes straight down. Shot, I think, through smoke, through a wall with a headshot. He's dead either way, and they haven't even taken any damage yet on the Complexity side. And that boost was being watched for, right? There was someone looking there behind the pillar.
Yeah, this is looking much nicer for Complexity. You can see why it's their home map already. Very technical executions. No damage taken in big gun rounds. As mentioned, it was a compromised situation for NIP without the incendiaries, but I'm not sure it would have helped there.
This is so rough. Eli's going to come and find Hampus as well, and Hetrik can try and save the M4. It's all they're going to have in the next round, but got to be careful that he doesn't get hunted down as well. Eli's just right there, out to look for him, and he'll catch him. 7-2 on Elige. And Complexity looked like a completely different team from what we saw on Mirage. This is real shocking, isn't it? 4 rounds on the T side. They're so hot right now.
Yeah. It seems like every position being perfectly...
Tricks being employed from Complexity. Gonna get flashed, but Roland, I think smartly doesn't want to overextend and hunt all the way up the stairs. He realizes that there could be more people up there who are not flashed at all. He's gonna get out the other way instead, taking down Grim.
It's a nice pick, but it was certainly scrappy. Difficult to replicate that. Brolan, wide swing towards connector, does find one. Scrambles away towards B. First advantage they've had in a long time. And it will be a beat finish, speaking of which. Problem, there's only a couple of smokes remaining, 1 Molotov. Zerk will be patrolling the extremities of the map. Bomb on his back as well. Needs to join up with Floppy here. So we've got the AWP on him as well, so ideally probably want to get the bomb towards Floppy if possible. He's getting ready to go through the monster smoke.
His timing is actually really good for him. We'll see if he can get another opening here. He can indeed. It's JT actually to pick it up on Rez. And now they're just falling so quickly. Even in the 4-on-5, this B defense just can't stand up to what Complexity are bringing at the moment. Grenade was a little bit of damage. Hampus trying to get the shot through, which you absolutely can, but not at the range that he's shooting at there. 3 versus 3. An attempted retake already smacked down. Also, it just says absolutely not.
Yeah, that might be it already. 6 rounds in a row, Complexity firing on all cylinders here. After losing the first pick as well as Brolan, who found that first frag. Pretty much all they found.
I'm quite frustrated, Henry.
Go on.
Box down at the B-bomb site.
Which one?
The one that by the default
They were spamming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can shoot straight through. You can shoot through that with a Glock if you wanted to. But nobody on the pro level knows how.
Okay, go on. I've
made a whole video. Well, you see the gap between the top and the bottom level of this? That's where you want to shoot through, but you want to shoot through on the top side of the box. You can't, if you...
Overwhelming boost. Some damage inflicted, but mainly towards Hampus. And speaking of which, we're getting a potential boost getting set up on the B side. Grim will join Floppy. But the bomb is towards middle right now. Legion Zerk with JT. Smoke down towards bathrooms. And a cheeky little boost there. Looking at the flower bed along.
It can be done. Can actually see over that wall. At least nobody's died yet for an IP, so they're still playing straight 5 on 5.
That's a good point.
Hawk been picked up by Brolan, looking at the corner. And more of a lean towards the A side, which has been a bit rare for Complexity, because they've had so much success at the B-bomb side, but I don't mind the fact that they try and switch it up and maybe catch NIP with an overstack at the B-bomb side. It's worth trying, I think, if you're a JT. Throwing the odd around where you're switching up the template a little bit. Also, again, Grim just moving forward. And they got JT as well. A little bit of noise down to the B-bomb site going to be made, but the main push is going to be towards A. 25 seconds. A good kill for Hetrik. They need more of that. Oh, no! Brolan, he was so close, but shot in the side of the head instead. And the bomb site is once again lost. 3 on 3 here. And we'll see if NIP have more luck retaking the A-bomb site.
I'm not sure they will. Nothing seems to be going in their favor right now. Every opportunity feels squandered. The timing is frustrating, and once again, Rez can't catch a break. Backstabbing from B. The moment Floppy looks behind him, and yeah, that man advantage shrinks and disappears as a lead of another beautiful sequence. Now he's in the zone. Now he's really feeling it.
Amazing to be able to turn it around, because obviously it sucks to lose that opening map, but then the mental bounce back is pretty important. Bit of a trade. Config gets one, but he's just immediately on an island now. He can't escape, and Floppy knows it. They just hunt him down. They don't need to throw the grenades. They're just getting him.
You can see they're running out of ideas here. Just, let's challenge the choke points. Let's go for frags. We'll see if we can close the round out early and you don't even really see them deploy any utility. Just going for the heads-up duels, and they get traded out. And unfortunately, it means they probably lose the round from what we've seen so far. Can't hold on when complexity commit. Their protocols, their executions are just spot on. And I guess there's a chance here for Brolan.
Yeah.
Backstab could be promising.
Had to get down silently, and this time, for once, he's going to get the better of Elige. Head trick as well, right position to take down Floppy. This is going to be the round finally here. Head trick with a couple of kills, and whole search, 40 seconds. And NIP would have to really be rattled to give up this one. They have to make some massive mistakes in the next 30 seconds for whole search to even get close. And he misses the shot, unfortunately. That would have been real fun. But good. Brolan being active, actually finding Elige for once, and also Head trick hitting a couple of shots. So finally, NIP. Something going their way.
Something, at least. A round is picked up after losing 9 rounds in a row. They have managed to scrape one together. But as I mentioned, it's not like a beautiful setup or some sort of tactical excellence has been presented after a timeout. Waiting for the opportunity to swing.
Ooh, they try to get the jump on the other side to spot him out, so...
Flash.
Hasn't seen anything yet. Bit of a kill. Good. Double headshot.
More than he was worth. That was looking like a trade all day long. So he'll take that. A nice reaction here as well. NIP don't want to be caught off again. They don't want to feel uncomfortable. Problem is, a couple of players here. Grim in towards T-spawn, and that's what we're looking for. Active play. Instead of just resting on the laurels, getting picked off by the AKs. Ruffle their feathers. Get the advantage. Continue to push. Floppy, though.
Oh, damn.
He's getting in towards that impressive form he can often get into. We haven't really seen it too much in 2023, honestly.
Nope. But
last year, he was red hot. He's just got, I would say, some consistency issues right now, but once he gets in the zone, very difficult to get him out of it. Horzak, and he hasn't been firing off too heavily, I suppose, but he's currently got 8 frags. Spam towards short. And in terms of the progression on the CT side, they are going to be focusing towards that area, but Anders, it's a 5-man execution again. After a quick timeout, knowing this B bomb side has been very vulnerable, they don't really seem to have a response. There's that Molotov we talked about in the Mahone zone. We'll see whether, again, they can crack things open as JT seems to be deadly in these entry frags.
He is so good. Him and Floppy both have done an amazing job. The assist on Floppy there on that one. Config with the double. Actually, they get a triple. They just line up for him. A missed shot as well. Holzerk's going to go down.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that should have never happened. 1 versus 2. But you know what? Is Elige left here. If he can find an opening, maybe there's a way back. It'd be devastating to NIP if they lose this round. This is a must-win round. They did so much work. Convict specifically doing so much work to bring them into this position. 50 seconds. And he's aware they could be up there. He's out in the open and he gets caught. Brolan takes him down. A Config, an absolute hero for getting that 5th round.
They had no business winning that. Nothing at all. They've been absolutely owned. It's just a 5-on-3. And he's got an M4A1S as well. You don't see many triple spray downs with that gun, let me tell you. That is wild. He brings it back. He's a bit of an expert with the scoped weapons. Made a name for himself back in Fnatic with the Krieg. On this map, I would say as well. Can't really claim the same magic again, though, unfortunately, in round number 15. Taken down by the AK of JT, who is absolutely boxing them up right now.
He's only, you know, got 10 kills, but so many of them are entries. They're really high impact kills.
Double kills on entry, like when he's finding them.
Well done. He's going to get shot, unfortunately, there, but still a 4-on-4. I think Brolan had a chance for a little bit of a spray down, but once he had to escape, it's a different matter. Head trick. Good reaction. Stops any attempt to get towards the A bomb site. 3rd kill of the round for him right there. And Elige and Holzerk now left. And they're getting boxed in very swiftly. Config's out hunting for them as well. But actually, Elige reads it. That's very clever. And now Holzerk, is he going to realize? Elige just won't stop. It's Holzerk with the kill. And a 1 versus 1. Hampus up at the bomb site. Holzerk's picked up the AK instead. Hampus swings. What? They are at least thinking about it. Oh, maybe not. Grim kind of looking the wrong way right now. Rez, a little bit of a peek. And Grim feeling very uncomfortable here. Hunted down, also slightly maybe abandoned. It's a cool position to be in, but when they come back and check it like that, not so much anymore.
So, NIP winning the pistol in the first half, would need to do it in the second to stand a chance here, and so far so good. The recovered USP in enemy hands is a nuisance here, as we will see the second kill found by lovely old Hampus. Elige with a desperate push here, but the timing could work out in his favor. We need multiple frags here, and my God, what a shot it is to kick things off. It's the only one he finds, but certainly a bit of a statement to how his aim's looking right now.
Yeah, I swear his hands are working quicker than his brain in that one. I just have no idea how that's done. Very cool, but might not be enough. Floppy would have to pull something special here. But again, I say he's been playing better and better so far on this new complexity, so I'm down for it. Let's see if he's going to be able to even get out. Said, oh, Hamper's just there to catch him. Again, that stolen USP comes back to haunt them a little bit. And NIP winning another pistol. Step in the right direction.
Pistols. Yeah, it certainly is. It was a requirement, I think, to even get close to this one. But 10-6, will we see the force buy from complexity? It looks like we will. Strange pistol, really. CT's, like I said, very active at the start. Rez reading it well. Holding behind the pallets. Utilizing his team.
Clock connecting with JT puts him on the funny number, Henry.
It does. That is quite a funny little number we've got there. Don't see that too often. Headshots for Elige, though. Back to business as usual. Gets the intel. They could be probing in towards mid. That's exactly what they're up to. 4 players in the bathrooms now. Rotation from Hulzerk to back up Elige. And they seem to have a firm understanding of the threats here.
They really do. This crossfire is ridiculous. It's not even really put into play. Also, just mowing them down. But if ever there was a threat and he starts to fall back, obviously Elige can spin around and it's all going to be just fine. Wow.
That was a brutal round.
But another one. Another brutal round.
Yeah. And so Config didn't buy anything. He was Glock armor. Glock no armor, right?
Yes.
His teammates fully invested. And now his teammates are going to be full eco. And he's gone AK-47.
Nice! Let's go! Good shit, Hakon.
Good shit indeed.
18 kills on Hulzerk, Elige, and Floppy. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. It's pretty massive, isn't it?
I just... Oh, man. Yeah. There's not much left here for NIP. It really feels like a good entry for Hampers. This is something that Complexity did so well themselves on their own T side, and it's worked out. Hampers has done everything he needed to. Config's going to be here to try and limit any kind of a retake. Good dink on to Grim, but he will go down. Still, should be an almost impossible retake.
The headshot on Grim should be enough to dissuade them from going for the retake at least. So, yeah, done enough. Config 9 and 18. You can see the disparity between that first map performance in here. But they've done enough, or Hampers has, at least. That's what they're relying on right now. These big one-man plays just don't seem to have the tactical depth just yet with the Hampers return on this sort of map.
So finally.
Yeah, it's a round.
Slight glimmer of hope.
You won't see any barking just yet, or maybe not even any fist bumps, because they've got a lot of work to do here. And once again, a Hampers solo play through the monster tunnel, opening things up. Nice sort of double kill, job done.
Find their own individual rounds in the game here. Double setup at the B-bomb side, which is a bit light early on. Can definitely be vulnerable if someone goes for it. It's Floppy getting flashed into it. He did spot someone out there, but yeah, again, I like the fact that he doesn't overextend.
Well, a little price pressure means they can't get too comfortable, go for boosts. Elige, confident as ever, this time punished. Barely scratches Brian in the process as well. Nice opening pick, NIP. I
actually think you could put those 2 flashes back to back. Floppy, he sees someone, but he's like, I'm going to fall back. And Elige's just like, I didn't see someone, I'm going to keep sliding forward.
Sure.
And very often when it happens, you can end up losing the fight. Unfortunately, this time for Elige was one of them.
Round not over, though. NIP haven't looked exactly comfortable here as they coordinate themselves for a potential B finish. Brolan will join the boys through the connector. And they've still got a couple of smokes, 4 flashes. Molotovs are plenty. Can't afford to give it those sort of picks, though. No control of short. Headtrick will go down. And that makes things very uncomfortable now. He's picking them off one by one. They are feeding Hulzerk as he gets his triple.
He's so ready. Sees another one is just the top of his head. Now is the USP out. Config hoping to win this round. He's going to go for the spray down, but Hulzerk with the ace at the end. 23 on the board. He decimated NIP.
Yeah, and Holzerg, I was going to say at the beginning of this series as well, a player that had so much hype around him when Complexity were peaking last year and showing us that they could be a deadly team going forward. He was a real star of the squad. His AWP potential was incredibly high. I haven't really noticed him that much this year, but this is one of his textbook plays, hitting every single shot. Nothing too flashy here, but perfectly played. Monster pipe. Floppy right in front of it. Ready and waiting. JT behind him as well. Brutal smoke for an IP to receive. That's another 15 seconds. You can't really justify going through. And now, what will they be at? The 30-second mark before they can even commit. So
they're doing the same thing that instead of Rez or Elise, obviously Rez who's pushing this side, but it's the same kind of 4-1 split. Oh my, Floppy gets flashed in.
Way.
Oh my god. They waited patiently for so long, Henry. They wanted to get through that tunnel, and right when the smoke fades, they get blown up instead, and they're not ready for this. There's still 2 more people on the other side. This round has been stolen away.
Yeah, Complexity making them look a little bit foolish there. Just knowing exactly what's going on, not even giving them a chance to throw a grenade. Flashbang comes over, they get the Floppy treatment, and that's round over. Map points. Hetrick will save a Galil. That is about it. Yeah, this has been pretty woeful from NIT and pretty excellent from Complexity. Another masterclass here on Overpass.
Yeah, you know what they like to say? Floppy but not sloppy. And
oh, they do say that.
This is beautiful work.
Flash, oh my god, that's so blind, it's unreal. Grim with the alley-oop. Leg shot. Hetrick down to 17 points of health, and there's another dink as well.
Yeah, they are.
It's just like, yeah, you know what? I have to kill. Take me out of this. I'm done.
I just want to leave. I just want to leave Overpass. No more. This is very, very impressive. Very one-sided. Well, 23 and 21 on Floppy.
It sets the stage for the third map. It was a complete blowout on Mirage, right? Just to note, it was 9 rounds in a row for NIP on their T side of Mirage. Similar scene here. Pretty much the same scoreline as well. So yeah, Nuke should be the all-important decider. A chance for us to see this go right down to the wire. Players like Config as well, very comfortable on Nuke. We've seen them already on that map.
That'd be fun. Nuke's my favorite map. So I look forward to it. Broland trying to save a bit of dignity here, but it's going to get swiftly shut down. And Config and Hetrick, they don't have the armor.
They don't have much. I'll be honest, and there's 2 players left. 17 points of health from Hetrick, 5 for Config. It is getting real rough out there as the Liege go through the motions right now. Looking at